Well, hello everyone, Lemon Sheep here, hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I could not tell you the last time I remember saying that, but, we're just going to go with it. And I just wanted to do a little less talk about this most recent DBD update, and quite frankly, it's my favourite one. I'm going to start with, the healing stuff. Personally, I do think healing needed a touch-up, but, mainly the self-healing, and that's what they did. They did cover self-healing and just kind of nerfed medkits across the board, which is cool now. So the purple medkit is the best medkit, which is really nice. Makes sense now. But yeah, what they did was they just slowed down the time it takes to heal yourself by quite a lot, and you can only do it once. But they've also, I think they slightly increased the time it takes to heal other people using a medkit, which, it makes it more of like a teamwork based thing, but you can still use it for yourself if, the situation is, if it's required for a situation. And also, I'd say this was a pretty decent time to do a healing rework, or nerf rather, because Dead Hard got gutted as well, and, that perk requires you to be injured. But yeah, you need to save someone off a hook to get your Dead Hard. Or no, you have to get unhooked yourself, and then you get the Dead Hard. But yeah, quite frankly, I have seen one person use it. And I'm not joking, like, it's been so weird. I'm a Wesker main. I can actually use my power to down injured survivors. It's kind of insane. But, yeah, I think that's the main reason, because Dead Hard was just such a stupid perk. It kind of, in my opinion, it sucked out a lot of the fun of the game, because you just had to kind of wait around. I was gonna make a video and saying why I didn't like Dead Hard, but I don't really see a point now, or see a need to. But if you want to see that, just let me know. They also changed circle healing, so now instead of being able to use it to heal yourself, it now reveals your aura if you're injured inside the circle, which I'm pretty sure, at least if I remember correctly. So it's still a combination of two of Claudette's perks, but better. But yeah, I do think the circle healing changes were good, because it requires two guys to go to a totem to heal. Because I do think healing should be that. Two people kind of should do it, rather than just one guy take a hit, run off, heal, run back, all that lovely stuff. But yeah, also a pain res kind of got completely, it got nerfed. It's obviously worse than it was, but now it's you get 4 stacks. Each time you hook a survivor for the first time, it gets rid of 25% of the gem with the most progression, but once all your stacks are gone, can't use it anymore. Which, it's very good for early game pressure, I guess, which is, for when, or the best time for killers to get pressure. So some people could argue that it is better, but personally, I think it's worse because you don't get that consistency. Gen kicking has also been gutted, so Call of Brian and Overcharge, they're gone. Can't really remember what they did to Overcharge. I think it was just something to do with the regression from the great skill, if you missed the skill check. Don't want my head bopping here, I was listening to some good music. Metal Hellsinger, very good OST. But, is that tangent out the way? Call of Brian, now it adds an extra 15% regression rather than an extra 100% regression, which was just like, that's a bit much, in my opinion. But, I think if they just added the 50% regression, it would have been okay. Yeah, that's about it for the perk change. I think a couple of them got tweaked. I think Overzealous got slightly changed, but who cares about Overzealous, let's be honest. Lightburn changes as well, so if you don't know, or if you didn't know even, there was some killers, Wraith, Hag, Nurse, and Artist who'd have their powers affected by torches. So you could stun a Wraith if you shined a torch at him whilst he was invisible. You can't do that anymore to any of the killers, so torches have no effect on Artist's birds or Hag's traps or whatever. But I think it's a very good buff for Wraith. I think they should have kept it for the other three because they are quite strong, especially Nurse. Like, you know, any removed counter to Nurse is always a bit of a, you know, why would you do that? But it's fine. I'll take it. Just so Wraith gets a bit of a buff because he is quite weak in this current meta. Well, I'd say this current meta, hit and run's going to come back, and he's always very good at that. So maybe, you know, Wraith will be good for this mid chapter. We don't know. And now they've done something interesting, which it might be the second thing that I'm most happiest about. You know, first of all, Dead Hard being gutted. You can use your power, very nice. But now with Hag, you don't need a torch to get rid of her traps. Now the torches don't get rid of the traps. Instead, you can just wipe them away. Just if you crouch up to them, you can just interact with them, and it gets rid of the traps, which is just so good. I am so glad that they have a decent counter to Hag that you don't need to do before you get into the match. That was just like my main thing with Hag. No, and she was annoying to counter. She's still going to be annoying to play against, but you know, in my opinion. But when I get a Hag counter, I'm happy about it. But yeah, as far as I can remember, very good patch. Only a couple of issues here and there. I have had a couple of frame rate issues since this update came out. I don't know if they've been fixed already, but you know, if you watch one of my weekly compilations, you'd see I might add in something else here. But yeah, it's just been a bit buggy. Also, like, I had one instance where one of the tiles in I think it was Macmillan. It was Macmillan Estate. I think it was the Ironworks or the other map, not Shelter Woods, the other one. But yeah, one of the tiles was just completely broken, so you know that was fun. But you know, apart from that, very good update. I'm very happy with it, and I've been enjoying myself in DBD, which is always good. Just want to do this quick little bit. I know uploads have been quite slow. We're going to get back into doing the normal stuff, you know, like my DBD builds and all that. I've got a Pyramid Head one coming out, which will be fun, hopefully. And we're also going to be continuing with the Resident Evil 4 playthrough, so, you know, if you haven't started watching that, please do. I'm putting a lot of time and effort into it. But yeah, that's all I have to say, really. Thank you for very good patch behaviour. You've done a pretty good job so far. Toodles.